Let's solve this problem here about triangle congruency. So we're given two congruent triangles here, BAT and DOG. So if triangle BAT is congruent to triangle DOG, and the measure of angle B, this is angle B is 14 degrees, and then the measure of angle G is 29 degrees, and the measure of angle O is 10x plus 7 degrees. Find x and the measure of angle O. So how are we gonna solve this? We're given that triangle BAT is congruent to triangle DOG. So congruent triangles have congruent parts too. So congruent triangles have congruent parts. So that means angle A here, BAT, the middle angle here, A, is congruent to angle O. So we can say the measure of angle A is congruent to the measure of angle O. Then B here, angle B, is also congruent to angle D. So the measure of angle B is congruent to angle D. And then the measure of angle T is congruent to the measure of angle G. So now we can just plug in all the values. We have angle O. We're given angle O here, which is equal to 10x plus 7, and the angle G is 29 degrees. But we don't have angle D. But angle D is just congruent to angle B, so that means this is also 14 degrees. Now, how are we going to solve for the value of x there? Well, we know that the measure of the angles in a triangle is just equal to 180 degrees. So that means the measure of angle D plus the measure of angle O plus the measure of angle G is just equal to 180 degrees. So we just add up all the values here. So measure of angle D is 14 degrees plus angle O, which is 10x plus 7. And then G, angle G is 29 equals 180 degrees. And now we can solve for our x. So we simplify that. Okay, just right here, 14 plus 10x plus 7 plus 29 equals 180. So we group like terms. The like terms here are 14, 7, and 29. So 14 plus 7 plus 29, we just copy 10x here because 10x is alone. So that would be 50. 14 plus 7 plus 29 equals 180. Then we can move 50 here to the right side. Now we are left with 10x equals 180 minus 50. Okay. Then it will be 10x equals 130 divided by 10. Divide 10. Both sides you divide by 10. So our x is 13. Now solving for the measure of angle O, then we can just plug in 13 to here, 10x plus 7. So that would be measure of angle O. Measure of angle O is just equal to 10x plus 7. So we substitute x here, 13 to x. Then that means the measure of angle O is 137 degrees.